So it's been a while since we tore the Hydor down. Now we've got the tax information turned into the accountant. We're going to turn our attention back to it and get it cleaned up and see if we can get it spicked up so we could sell it to some lucky fellow or gal. I've got all the pieces here we're going to clean up today laid out in my shower area. Fairly convenient place to do this sort of thing. We're going to clean it with some Lysol no-rinse sanitizer. That's commonly used in koi shows and so forth to clean the nets and other stuff they're handling so they don't pass any disease from one tank to another. And it's certified basically to take care of most common bacteria and so forth, do a great job of sterilization. So we'll get that mixed up in our little wash basin down here and go to town on this thing. So we've got a nice wash solution in there now in that tub, and you can see this rascal's been sitting out here in the weather for a little while. Got some spatter on it from the rain and so forth, and in general leftover dirt from when it was in operation. So we'll scrub it up real good and hopefully it'll look brand new in a minute. So there, I got the case pretty well cleaned up, I believe. Looking brand new. So we'll set that aside for a while and tackle some of those internal parts. That'll be a little more complicated. There's lots of little ridges and whatnot on them, so it'll take me a little bit. So one of the most challenging parts is going to be those hoses. So we'll put them in there and let them soak a bit while we work on the rest of this stuff. And hopefully that'll loosen up that crap that's inside there, and then we can rinse it out, I hope. But we shall see. In the meantime, we're going to tackle those sponges. We'd rinsed them out pretty well before, just with water, but now we're going to give them a nice rub-a-dub scrub with this solution we've got here, just to make sure there's no creepy crawlers left in there. And you can see, I believe, by the way the water's turning color, that we're getting some dirt out of there. So we'll probably have to do a new set of water here very soon. But I'm going to give these guys a once over with it, I think. That should do a pretty good. Anyway, to continue, this is the medium flow. And we'll give it a good washing. And then we got the okay, finally gets to the fine foam there. We had to take a few moments out of this excitement to free up a little space on my phone. So we'll get this baby cleaned up a little bit and get some fresh water. It looks like that soak has done those hoses a world of good. So we'll soak that some more in the fresh water and then rinse them out, and I think we'll be okay. All right, so now it's time to tackle those 4 trays. We'll give them a nice scrub and move on to the valves and other fittings here, as well as that little spacer I made in that cover. We'll get them and get them going right after the trays. So there, we've given all those things a good wash, and you can see we got quite a bit of crap off there, so I'm glad to see that. We give these things a big rinse now, and I think we'll be in fairly good shape. We'll give them a once over to make sure we didn't miss anything, but I think we're getting pretty close now, and then we'll have to rinse out the insides of those tubes, and I think the worst will be over, and then we can, once the bio has dried out again, I had it all nice and dry, and then it started raining, so now I brought it inside and we'll let it dry several days, and we'll give that a special treatment, which we will record later. Okay, so we've got these rascals laid out to dry. Now we'll let them dry overnight, and then we'll do another close inspection. You can see some crap is still on the foam, so we're definitely going to give those another rinse. I'll probably try to pick that off as much as I can when it dried out, and then we'll rinse it once again. And I think we'll be in pretty good shape. Everything else is looking pretty darn clean, but like I say, we'll look it over real close after it dries out. And we still have to see if we can flush the tubes out, so we'll be doing that right now. Okay, so we moved this project out to the kitchen sink where I get a nice steady stream of water, and we'll run that through here and see if we can get some of that gunk that's still in those tubes out. Here's going, see what happens. It's pretty clear that not much is happening. So I'm going to have to see if I can find a brush here to get inside there somehow and get that scum out. It's going to take a long time to get it up this way. And we'll see what we can do. So there, we got everything cleaned up satisfactorily, I believe. It all laid out here, nice. Next project will be cleaning up the media. So I think it's all dried out nicely, and we'll move on to that step and then finally pack her up and we'll be ready to go. Okay, doke. So if you want to reuse Biohome in another tank or something like that, or it's been sitting for a while, you got out of the hobby for a while and you're back in and you need to reuse it, we recommend you either boil it for 15 minutes or put it in the oven and turn on the cleaning cycle for 20 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do here. We've got it all ready on this tray. We'll slap it in the oven quick and get her going. And so she goes. We've got her rolling now for 20 minutes. And that should take care of any little organic matter that might be left in there. And should be good as new. So there, we got that done. Took about 14 minutes actually for the thing to actually reach cleaning temperature. So I actually ran this for a total of 34 minutes to get to 20 minutes at the self-cleaning temperature. And now she's pretty warm, so we're going to let her sit here a while and cool down. We'll pull that baby out and get it all packed up and ready to go with the filter. Well, it turns out I almost forgot one of the more important pieces, the power head here. I can't just drop this in a bucket of water, but we can take the impeller out at least and maybe run some water through it and also wash it down real well. And I think we'll be in good shape, so we'll get on with that. This rascal comes out very nicely. This is pretty handy, I do believe, in case you ever have to work on the impeller of the pump. Have any problems with that? The magnet holds it in there pretty good, but it'll come right out. Okay, so we've got that open. We'll be able to run some water through there, and then we'll scrub this rascal up pretty nice, make her nice and shiny, and then we'll have all the pieces clean. So there, we've washed it off pretty well. We ran a little Lysol and some water through both the exit and the entry. And now we'll wipe her down, and I think we'll be in great shape. All right, I'm satisfied with that, I think. About as clean as I can make it. I'm sure it'll be clean enough. And so we're getting ready now to pack everything up, see how much it's going to weigh. Okay, so we've got our refreshed media packed up. You can see there's a little over 4 kilograms here, so that'll go with the filter, and should do a real nice job if you have a tank in the 30-gallon range, I reckon it'd handle. Okay, we finally got all the pieces together, all nicely cleaned up. There they all are, bagged up, ready to go. We'll get that in a box and get that online, and hopefully somebody will have them a real nice Hydor professional 450 filter, complete with 4 kilograms of super biogravel, and of course the complimentary bag of filter starter balls that goes with every 4 kilograms. So stay tuned, folks. We'll have it online soon, and hopefully something you can do while we're all stuck at home in these horrific days. In the meantime, everybody stay safe and happy fish keeping.